I don't know if anybody's ever painted a car with chassis paint before. I'm sure if you look it up, you can find some redneck, but probably not a Marauder. All right, here's my trailer. Now, I laid down some new wood, and I just used these big long legs to fasten them, and I could only get 16-foot boards, and the trailer measured almost 18, so I angle cutted them. I don't know if it'll, yeah, I put like a 45 on this one and a 45 on that one and joined them and sandwiched them, and it seems pretty good. I probably should have done more, but I don't know. I'll probably end up doing 4 more boards on that side and use it, but way better than what we had. So I'm going to take this big paintbrush and I'm just going to knock all the junk off here. I actually got some tape that's the same as this. So I'm just going to knock off all the loose stuff, and I'll put new tape over there. And I didn't even wash it. I'm just gonna knock the dust off with this brush. And I'm using this chassis saver paint. It says it sticks to rust, and we're gonna try that. Oh, my brush broke. I'm gonna use that chassis saver paint. It says it goes right over rust, and we're gonna see how well it works. I've used POR in the past, and I've always had good luck with it, but I just want to make my trailer look a little better. I haven't done anything to this thing in the years I've owned it, other than like tires and numerous taillights that have been broken, but I don't know. I guess she deserves a little love. We can make it look a little bit better. That's all I'm going for. This stuff is really stuck on there. Okay, so I'm going to shake this stuff up a little bit. And this is the only brush I have. It's probably way overkill. I don't even think it'll fit in the can, but this is what I got, so this is what I'm using. Don't know where that went. Probably should have gloves on, but I don't have any of those, and we already got paint on my fingers, so yeah. But here we go. Oh yeah. Boy, if she looks anything as good as that for more than a year, I'll be tickled. That looks great. I thought about spraying it, but I think we're just gonna do a down and dirty brush on, and it reminds me of POR. It wipes on nice. Wow. Trailer's looking pretty slick. This might encourage me to take better care of it. Wow, what a difference. I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick that up, but there's my line. You can see we got rusty, poopy fender, and it goes to just flossing. Look at that. I'm gonna lose my pinstripes, but I think that's a small price to pay for looking sweet. I don't really care about the brushes coming off the paintbrush and the paint. We ain't going to Barrett Jackson. We're just trying to make our equipment look a little more presentable. Whoo-wee! Look at that. Hard to get in the crevices on the diamond plate all the way, but we'll make her look halfway decent. Try on the smooth part. Yeah, the smooth part's definitely a little easier. And my stuff says paint right over rust, and we are painting right over rust. Man, this just really sticks. Like I'm having to work it with the brush quite a bit, so. I don't know if you can see it, but man, what a difference. But holy crap. It's gonna make me want to fix it up more. I mean, I'm not even trying. I mean, I just cleaned this up a little bit and wow. I'm not even gonna take off my plate. I'm just gonna do around it. I go a little heavier where the areas are really rusty, but not an issue. This trailer has never looked this good. Even when I got it, this thing was all beat down. That just looks slick. And I've used barely any material too. Wow. So I got a lot of painting to do. I need to straighten that one out. It looks pretty rough. I guess we'll just do that black too. Everybody say paint it black and don't look back. Sounds good to me. Boy, what a difference. I wanted to get a piece of diamond plate, steel, and start it from here and come up to halfway up the bed. It seems like whenever I load something, it gets stuck right here, like something low. Like I've ripped off exhaust and stuff, but holy crap. I'm gonna leave this because I'm gonna put a new jack on here, but I'm gonna do this all black. Just cleaned up all this. This one looks a little oilier than the other side, so we'll see how it holds up. I got paint on my nose, I can feel it. Let's see how I look, camera. I must have got it. It's turned out pretty slick. Well, man, this trailer got some history. All the scrap cars and stuff I've hauled with this thing over the years. It is really well built. That's why I'm putting the money into this. Even if you buy a new one, I just don't feel like it's as sturdy. Like if you look at the frame on this one, I mean, it's all doubled in the front. I mean, it's pretty stout. Paint diamond plate, if you go 45 and 45, it seems to cover pretty well. I know that because I'm on the last piece, so I figured it out. Yep, we'll just make that a ground wire. Oh, yeah, and check this out. I got done with all this wood. I was really proud of myself. And then this piece broke. So satisfying. Stuff is really good. I wish it wouldn't have rained all day. I would have been way further ahead. Oh yeah. I'm not going to go too heavy on the ramps because I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I remember I was loading a big backhoe one time and I twisted that. Good times. I should probably straighten that out. I have to do those wheel wells. And I didn't paint this. Not sure if I'm going to take it off or what. And I want to put a new jack on there too. I painted this thing because it broke and I welded a bolt to it. So I got a handle now. And man, just look at it. I think it's just flossed out. I'll have to do the wheels. I don't know, should I do them black or white? I think they make that paint in any color. Man, just slick. So we'll see what it looks like tomorrow morning. So I was cleaning up and I had an idea. What's black and rusty that I don't have a ton of money in? I always want it to be black and cheap and fun. My hood rat Marauder. This car has got some pretty gnarly rust everywhere. Like everywhere. Like the more you look, the worse it gets. I mean, if you stand in my driveway and squint, you'd be like, what? Don't paint that car, you're crazy. But no, for real, when you get close to this is a rough old car. I mean, everywhere it has just got rust. So, I want your opinion. How crazy would I be if I mixed up some of that in a paint gun, reduced it, and actually sprayed this car? Like, this whole car. Like, tape it off, fairly sweet, and just kind of preserve her. Because this car's never seen a garage as far as I know. And I mean, yeah, like I said, the more you look, just the worse it gets. So, let me know. I'm not opposed to mixing some of that stuff up, and I'll spray the bumpers. Like, everything. Like, I will spray everything on that car. I don't know if anybody's ever painted a car with chassis paint before. I'm sure if you look it up, you can find some redneck, but probably not a Marauder. Because the interior on this car and all the mechanicals, it's pretty good. So if I could make it look presentable and just park it outside for the rest of its life, that's good enough for me. You know, it's got deck screws holding the bumper in, and she's a rough old girl. But let me know. Alright, that's the next day. Let's see what this thing looks like. It's a bright morning. Not quite as shiny as it was when I put it on the fender. It still looks pretty sweet. This turned a little chalky. But man, on the rails, that is shining. Look how that turned out. Yeah, for some reason the fenders went all chalky. Huh, look at that. So I guess I'm gonna redo the fenders. Oh, and wear gloves when you do this. Yeah, definitely gonna have to redo those fenders. I don't know why they turned out chalky. Was this satin? Gloss black. And that sucks. It did get cold last night, but I'm gonna cut out the reflective pieces and just go over the old ones. But you can see it did get cold. There's still a little bit of ice on this bucket. I don't know, that probably had something to do with it. I'll cut it right about here. There we go. We'll see how long these things stick. I think it's reverse color scheme. I think it was white, red, white, but it don't matter. Looks like that one starts white too. Okay, stick these bad boys on. Check it out. And seems like these are drying a little bit, and I don't notice it popping through, so I don't know what was up with that. But I still got paint back here a little bit more. I got to use it today, so I'm not too concerned with that. But look at that. Hopefully these fenders don't turn to chalkboard again. But man, she looks like, I'm not going to say brand new, but it looks way presentable. The stickers made it, and that's just $5 Temu tape I bought, so. And I'm gonna order a different jack. I was looking at them last night. I'm gonna actually weld it on and do it right, paint it, so I'll get the breakaway too. I'll make her nice and legal. But man, you talk about a transformation. Looks pretty good. Like I said, I'm going to use it today, so I'm sure I'll put some scratches in it. But not too shabby. As far as this, I was really thinking about this. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to tape it off and spray it, because, I mean, a lot of people say, oh my god, it's a Marauder, you know, but no, it's crap. It is. This car is a pile of crap. Like I said, the drivetrain in it's pretty good. I remember running this car around town. It was fun, you know. I mean, who wouldn't love a beater Marauder? But man, when you pulled up somewhere, they were waiting for a couple of dudes to get out and rob the joint. I mean, it was that hood. It's that hood. It is. It is hood. But, you know, just the rust on the roof. And it doesn't have any rockers. They left the chat in probably about 2010. But like I said, the interior is pretty slick. So I think I'm going to spray this one with that same paint, as long as it doesn't get chalky like that, because if this car looks like a chalkboard, I wouldn't be happy. But if it stays looking shiny, the trailer's going to be my deciding factor. If it stays looking shiny for some time, because I don't really think he can buff that paint, I'm going to do it. And that's all for right now. There'll be more.